From where are the mammary bodies are originating? Cytokeratin. This is another standard question. Huh? No big deal. Intermediate keratin filaments which are ubiquinated are the ones which form the mammary bodies, which are highly eosinophilic. Now, so neomycin is aminoglycoside, vancomycin is not aminoglycoside, right? All mycins need not be aminoglycosides, right? I still remember one of our SPM professor saying, "ये vancomycin क्या होता है? Gentamicin के जैसे है क्या?" The other day the doctor has written it, so we were all worrying. Oh, preventive medicine में gentamicin and vancomycin and neomycin, everything becomes same mycins. So sometimes, see, if you practice, you remember. If you don't practice, you don't remember. Maybe if you ask a physician one statistical way of calculating the risk of a dying patient, he doesn't know. Only if the patient dies, he knows that statistics are 100%. So that way, whatever you practice, you will know. All right, that's good. Everyone said, yay, I am happy. Neomycin is basically aminoglycoside and vancomycin is an inhibitor of the cell wall synthesis in the gram-positive organisms. What is fish tank granuloma? Very good. Mycobacterium marinum, another very standard answer for a standard question. Spasmodic croup. This is an interesting question. Which is not true about spasmodic croup? Chalo, let me see the interesting answers. See, larynx is pale and edematous, you are against it for a spasmodic croup. If there is spasmodic croup, is there any non-spasmodic croup? What are the different types of croup? Is the question. What is your another answer? Cough is metallic, cannot happen in croup. Any croup will lead to barking cough. And that is a differentiator between epiglottitis and laryngotracheobronchitis. So that is also out. Anybody else? Karthik, Hyderabad, Tirupati, they are all saying history of fever is absent. It is present is wrong. Tara proposes A. Then Manu proposes nocturnal is wrong about it. Chalo, let us learn about this question. A is the correct answer. Spasmodic croup. Spasmodic croup is a type of croup which is sudden, unforeseen onset. You never expected A is about to happen. And it rarely occurs in conjunction with fever. So fever is not a precedent. And it is typically in the late childhood and adulthood. Any cold, allergy, viral infection is a precipitating factor. So these are all the things about spasmodic croup. No fever in precedence. Gandigarma bodies, easy question. Spleen, there is no second thought. Leishmania donovani, a mastigote. There's a struggle in answering this. Anybody else? Life cycles, 6 parasites, doctor. If you don't know, your brain will be cycling in the exam hall. This or that, both look same. What shall I do? Kind of a fight. So, yes. Somu proposes D. Epimastigote. Very good. Karthik proposes amastigote. And Jasmeet proposes tripomastigote. And anybody else? Yay. Anybody want to propose yay? Nobody says yay. Okay, doc. See, this is the diagram which you should not forget. This fellow is there, no? Who is this? Mosquito. He is injecting promastigotes. And ultimately, they convert into what? Amastigotes. Right? So the question was, seen in man, no? So, in the man, yes. Amastigotes are the forms which typically are seen in the human being. So, amastigotes become the correct answer. Now, where is the primary visual area, doctor? Who will give me the confident answer? Primary visual area. Parieto-occipital sulcus. Posterior part of the calcarine sulcus. A and C. Obviously, you yourself saying dividing between A and C means let me check our online community. Jasmeet, Sahiti, Manu, Somu, Karthi. They all formed one common panel and decided C. Which also you said C, right? That's right. C is correct. Thank God. Examiner did not give anterior part or posterior part. You will feel, I reached the answer but missing it. Kind of a feeling. So doc, primary visual cortex is the striate cortex, Brodmann area 17. Right? After 17 only, our eyes will open to watch others. Then calcarine fissure in the occipital lobe. And typically it is the posterior bay. Thumbprint sign in the neck radiograph is that edematous epiglottis in epiglottitis is what need to be remembered. Then most common drug used worldwide. What is your answer, doctor? Caffeine, huh? सब लोगों को अल्कोहल पीने का दम नहीं रहता जी. Lot of people will vomit. Did you not have in the college function? Drinking beer, people vomited, wretched, and then fell down. Everybody carried them just for beer, which is diluted 3%, 4%. Any other answer? So your answer was alcohol. Your answer? Cannabis. If it is available that frequently, give me. Huh? I like to. So caffeine, right? So, doctor, Somu proposes C. Hyderabad says C. Tirupati says C. Rohit says C. Everyone are caffeine supporters, which is correct. Most common is caffeine. Now, which is the structure found in the medulla of the ovary instead of cortex? Who will give me the correct answer? Huh? This question is ununderstandable. Hilus cells. Hilum itself is closer to medulla. There can't be a second part or answer because difficult to guess. So granulosa cells, primordial follicles, corpus luteum. They are all cortical in location. Thyroidectomy, inability to raise the voice of the pitch against her husband after surgery. So what did the husband gone to the surgeon and gave him extra bribe to do for his wife? Yes, what is your answer? Yes, one confident answer. Huh? C? C. Not a man of the level of Faisal should say that. Okay, revise your answer, Faisal. Between B and C. Very narrow loss, right? But it's a favorite old question. What is your answer? B. Everybody say B? Huh? Let me check if anyone says A. Vijayawada says A. So because there must be some wrong answer. Where is the fun in this evening? Rohit says C. Faisal, you have some supporters from Rohit? Huh? Yes. External branch of the superior laryngeal nerve is the one which supplies the cricothyroid muscle, and cricothyroid is important for adjusting the tension of the vocal cord. Whenever the wife wants to shout, it becomes more relaxed. If she doesn't want to shout and whisper, it becomes more tense, or vice versa. So it is the external branch of the superior laryngeal nerve which is important for the high pitch. Lung compliance is increased in. Who will give me the correct answer? Emphysema. There's no big deal. Stiff lung is decreased compliance. Loose lung is emphysema. So that's the reason emphysema becomes the correct answer. Head circumference is 55 means higher, low or normal? Low. So microcephaly is caused by toxoplasma or rubella? Rubella also causes, toxoplasma also causes. CMV is not there. I think examiner forgot except. Just like we forget in our Sunday papers, which students correct. Because herpes, toxoplasma, rubella, touch group of infections, na? Huh? Yeah. Just ask Shreya to check her internet speed. Or is it the problem she is getting stuck? Is the problem with the internet speed or her local machine? Yes. Tirupati says B. Toxoplasma, like you. I think rubella, toxoplasma, both of them should be the part of the answer. Yes. Somu proposes B with question mark. Alright. I propose both A and B. We don't know what examiner thought. Talc fluorosis, what is the life-threatening complication? I know what is the wrong answer. That's the reason I am waiting for you to answer. Yes. Okay. Any other answer? Oh, you all thought ARDS. Nobody thought out of the box thinking re-expansion pulmonary edema. Hey, somebody thought like that. Who is that? Huh? Dr. Tulasi proposes ARDS, Somu says ARDS, and Jasmeet proposes ARDS, right? Which is the correct answer. Talc fluorosis can lead to infections, respiratory failure and ARDS. Then what is this re-expansion pulmonary edema? It is a rare complication if there is a chronically collapsed lung. If you evacuate a large amount of air or fluid from the pleural space, you have done a pleurocentesis or put a intercostal drainage tube and removed, then that can lead to what is called sudden opening of the lung will lead to re-expansion pulmonary edema. Okay, doctor, this is the tough question. Post surgery, adult कितना खाएगा, कितना energy चाहिए? 40 kilocalories per kg per day is Faisal's answer. What do you say, doc? Why? You thought 30 will be pre-surgical, 40 will be post-surgical, 50 after going home, 60. 60 is when he is very hungry. Okay. Jasmeet proposes B. Vijaya says C. Hyderabad says A. Thank God, nobody said D. Okay, what is my answer? Right? I propose B, but there is a small caveat for this.